California, the farm and the home of the Stanford Cardinal. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Stanford Cardinal offense will take the field for the first possession of the day. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Turning it on! They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
You know, good running backs are the ones that can make things happen in small spaces. That running back there found his lane, he found his crease, and there was no hesitation. He got north right away and was able to make a big-time play.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down.
Timeout, Stanford.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. He'll run for it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive, so you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
To the air on first down. To grab, and they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He might want another play. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Stanford! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So SMU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. To the air, it's Weiss. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Makes the catch. It's Griffin.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big 3rd down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quickly to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Weiss. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses. Predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters, and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford quickly to the line.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties, they keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Out of the gun, the inside give.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Going to the ground. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cardinal. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, you could make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. LSU is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Death Valley for some time. They're up 14 over Missouri. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Quick strike complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The Mustangs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rides to back and leaves it. They get him on the ground at the 36 after a pickup of 5.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
And the Mustangs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Encroachment defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 8. Unloads quickly. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind.
The Mustangs are on the move. Looking to throw, it's Weiss. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Here's a heat. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Griffin. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got his man. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting the push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
When the running back gets going and gets a head of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You can't let the same guy beat you over and over and over again. You got to make adjustments. Sometimes you got to bring more guys in the box, more guys to the football, and make sure he's not the one who beat you.
A little screen to the running back. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Handoff from the gun. He stopped at the 32, picks up 10 on the play and gets the first down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Looking to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
A loss of 6 yards on the play. Brings up third down.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Stanford.
And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead's extended a little further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys on the farm.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Weiss. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
He's brought down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Oh, look, Ma, one hand. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
Can we just talk about how ridiculous of a catch that was? That was unbelievable. The receiver just sticks his paw out, snags the ball. That is incredible hand strength.
Looking for a gap. It's Boone. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
No touchdowns yet, but that may change very soon after that long completion by the offense. Really great route, and a nice job of looking that one in. He set his offense up now in the red zone. They're looking to score some points.
On the move. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
Defense, man, you got to go low, and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the score.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, SMU! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback, receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Boone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They just saw their lead cut in half, and now they'll try to answer. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play. Take a break to check him out. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Boone. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
They're getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
The give on the inside. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Stanford going back to work with another first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Caught near the sticks. It's Boone. Stanford quickly to the line.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. Picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Flying down the right side. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Mustangs. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game as they start the drive. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a crease. It's Burr. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Power football with the run. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Finds his tight end. Breaks into the open. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. The running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Motion from the wideout. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. Looking downfield on first down. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Races down to the 2 and stopped just short of the goal line as he goes out of bounds.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the first down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a 4th quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Stanford! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this QB's starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Weiss. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
All the way back to the 15. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Now they'll line. They hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Tulsa rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield, it's Weiss. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Mustangs are in the hurry-up.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage.
Turning it on. Makes the grab. It's Stark. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Got a man. It's Stark. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Mustangs will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit, because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught near the sticks. It's Stark. Touchdown, SMU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
And a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart how fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you get.
There he goes. He's brought down the 1 to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Lets it go to the end zone. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
And this QB's had some success, man, throwing to the football to the end zone. Like 3 touchdown passes today. Nice job by the defense responding, right? Don't give up more big plays. Understand he's going to be aggressive and take shots.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
It's really important at this point of the game late that they at least get a field goal here to make this a 2-possession game. So they're staying conservative. They're running the football, keeping it on the ground to execute that idea.
He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Weiss. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff.